switch is completely viable. I would assume he's at least got Disruption Web out of that Fleet Beacon, but he hasn't done anything with it. He hasn't done anything with the Reavers. He hasn't done anything with the High Templars. He hasn't done anything to... There we go. There's the carriers. Thank you. My goodness. He's hiding them for now, so I think we're going to have yet some more lulls in this game, and we're just going to have to wait around. It looks like Gorush might be lining up for a giant drop, which I'm not so sure is a great idea considering the amount of Corsairs that are in the air. And yeah, I mean, Gorush not even mining off of the majority of his bases, considering he doesn't have to. I mean, he's got so many bases. If he produced any more drones, he wouldn't have much of an army. I mean, he's got this cloud of Devourers, he's got a couple Hydralisks, and they're all in defensive mode, though everything is defending. I'm waiting anxiously, very anxiously for something, even for Stork to just reveal that he has carriers. I mean, that might not be such a good thing, because then that would force Gorush to just get some more anti-air, which I'm pretty sure he's got enough of. But either way, I think he needs to just do something here. They've got to be maxed. They have got to be maxed right now, and just collecting minerals like you were saying. So I think this is it. I think they're just kind of gathering there, and they're just waiting to push. I mean, I couldn't see it going any other way. A whole bunch of spore colonies going up at a base that is not even mining. But and some queens out in the air. Okay, so we're going to see Ensnare, probably Plague, and a whole bunch of acid spores. So those carriers in that air fleet is just going to be colored. They're going to be painted with all kinds of colors. And here comes the engagement.
If you get hit by both Plague and Acid Spore and Ensnare, what color do you become? I actually have no idea. Because that is red, green, and purple all at once. And it looks like the first carriers are going to be deterred by the spore colonies. Oh, it turns out brown. That's awesome. There are so many spore colonies there that it looks like, oh man, Storm's going down for Stork, so he does manage to kill off maybe like 5 or 6 drones for Gorush, but it doesn't really matter. I'm sure Gorush has so much money stockpile that he can replace those in like 3 seconds. He's got more than enough larvae and hatcheries, I'm sure, to do it. Like you said before, he's got so many bases, like it would actually be bad for him to make any more drones to mine. And yeah, it looks like, okay, so he is cannoning in actually this one base for the forward base for Gorush, so it looks like that base for Gorush will go down, but I'm not sure if it really matters much. And it looks like the cloud of Corsairs and the 3 or 4 carriers, I think, is just still floating around the map. There's so many quick Corsairs actually that it takes like 3 seconds for them to like mass at a nexus. And he did, Gorush did throw down a swarm at that expansion, hoping to try and save it, but there aren't any units there, so it's just sort of a swarm for nothing. I don't know if an Overlord got picked off or something like that, but yeah, he just threw down a swarm with nothing under it. We are seeing a lot of Hydralisks for Gorush move out to that the left side of the map there, and it looks like possibly, it looks like this is where everyone's going to be, where both players are going to try and make their engagement. Disruption Web is going down on a lot of those spore colonies. Queens are moving into the area. Now we see the carriers coming and picking up spore colonies one after another. And if Gorush is going to make a move, I think he really should try and pull off an ensnare right now. Not necessarily a Plague, but certainly an ensnare, and try and save some of his, and buy himself some more time and maybe save some of his spore colonies as much as he can. The Hydralisks are doing a pretty good job killing a lot of interceptors, and it does. And Stork only has about 4 carriers. If Gorush can get a lot of Hydralisks around, he can probably pick off interceptors faster than they can be produced, which is definitely one way to combat them. And it looks like, yes, Gorush does move Hydralisks into the area, so Stork is forced to move his carriers back. But I think Gorush is still going to lose that base because there's just so many cannons there, and I don't think there's any way that Gorush is going to be able to take them down.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see a Parasite going off there on that High Templar. That's pretty funny, actually. And finally, the Reavers come out. Corsair Reaver with a Reaver coming down in the 25th minute of the game. So, yeah, it's about damn time is all I have to say. And what's actually interesting about this is that there's High Templars to take care of the Swarm, as well as Disruption Web to take care of the rest of the Hydralisks. I mean, you were saying that the Hydralisks do have the option to pick off...
He brooded the Templar. He just broodling the Templar that we're storming.
That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. I'm pretty sure he brooded the Parasited one too, so that Templar had a pretty shitty life, if you ask me. So, yeah, anyways, there we go. See Disruption Web on everything. I don't think those those Hydras are going to be able to do anything with the amount of Storm and Disruption Web that's going to be available. But yeah, that's a really nice outpost, and I'm hoping to see it used to its full effect. I mean, although we got to keep in mind here that although there's a lot of pressure being put on by Stork, and it looks like he's winning these battles, I mean, what are the battles going to get him? Is he going to take down a mining base when Gorush has, what is that, something like 30,000 extra bases on different planets? So like, it's just not going to happen.
Went down on about a third of the Corsairs and also on all of the carriers on this engagement, so that is definitely going to hurt Stork a lot. Especially if those Devourers can get in and do some acid spore damage, those carriers could go down very, very quickly. And we're seeing Gorush move more and more Hydras into the area. He knows that this is now a point where I think he actually has an advantage now that the Plague has gone off. If he can get a couple of good swarms off and get Hydras underneath and maybe pick off a couple of these carriers, I think he will be in really good shape. And he got another Plague off and now for sure he has every single carrier is Plague. So all they really have is their 250, 300 shields, and then their life will be almost nothing already. So if he can get some good plays off here, I think Stork could be in big trouble here pretty soon.
Yeah, for sure. But those are some epic storms going off, and the Queen moving in now, looking to. Oh no, Broodling again! Broodling and the Templars. This is just really epic here. A lot of different casts that we never see going off here, and a pylon going down. Sunken Colonies are now up to bat with those cannons, but oh, and Storm. Whoa!
Stork is side-storming his own probes because he needs the side to build more carriers.
That's awesome. That is freaking epic. I was like, what the hell? What's he storming over there? Is there a Zergling, or what the hell is that? No, storming his own probes to get some side count. But yeah, these players, I think actually, to be completely honest with you, I think Stork is going to need to take another base just to be even with Gorush. I mean, the Observer's showing the other bases and a little bit of engagement coming in here. Nice swarm, but D-Web, yeah, going to take care of that. But yeah, Stork is going to need to take another base. He's got full capacity and definitely a stockpile, but in the very end game, it's not going to matter. I mean, he's not going to have as many minerals stockpiled as Gorush did.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, but I don't know where he's going to actually be able to expand, because I think Gorush has every expansion that Stork doesn't already have. So the only way that Stork's going to be able to expand is through Conquest, and it looks like that's what he's trying to do here. That hatchery is being targeted fire by the carriers, so at least it might go... No, it's not going to go down right yet. Stork was forced to retreat with those carriers, just by the massive number that Hydralisks that come in. I think Stork's going to need to get some of those High Templar up actually onto the ridge rather than below, and get some storms more in like the back lines of the Hydralisks, because I think there's just so many Hydralisks there that when the Interceptors move out, they're just being slaughtered before they can really do anything if Gorush can get into position. And Stork's going to have to do something about that, whether it's storms behind, getting to the back lines of the Hydralisks, or if he brings in Reavers, which, you know, he built those first, he might as well use them, right? And now it looks like Stork again, he pulls back for a little bit. It looks like he's moving out again. I don't know if when he's gonna decide to attack again. And yeah, Gorush has 3 more Defilers in the middle of the map. I wonder what he's setting up to do. I think Gorush actually right now, if he was to possibly swarm the natural expansion of Stork, he could probably move in there and probably destroy the whole thing with even just a small fort, because I don't think Stork has much in terms of melee to fight against Gorush at all. And the carriers are coming back in again at this outpost for Gorush, and this time I think they will take down the hatchery if they decide to focus fire on it, but it doesn't look like he's choosing to do that. It looks like the swarm does go down and Hydralisks come underneath, so Stork is forced to come back to his cannons again. And it looks like, I'm not really sure what that Queen was doing there. I think it might have thrown out a Parasite on something. I didn't actually see for sure what happened there. But it looks like we're just seeing like this back and forth battle here at this outpost, and eventually now, yes, the hatchery does go down. But I'm surprised to see that Gorush is being so defensive here. I think he has the map advantage, and he can pretty much force Stork into a bad position just by forcing his carriers to move around and chase his Hydralisks around. But he's allowing Stork to dictate the action, which I think is a mistake, because I definitely think Gorush has the advantage right now. If he was to switch to some Ultralisks, get the swarms down, he could definitely drop at multiple places, because those carriers and those Corsairs can only be at one position at any one time. And that is a ton of carriers. if those are all real and none of those are hallucinations, that is just a ridiculous number of carriers, and that could actually let Stork take out some of these bases for Gorush very, very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the Ultralisk then, as you were saying, or Ultralisk Cavan, sorry. As you were saying, to be honest with you though, I don't think Ultralisks would be a good